Hey y'all, welcome back to the Glass Room. I'm Joe Wheatley, and today we have a saga of digital drama to go over. From TikTok refugees finding their new home in RedNote, to speculations of MrBeast buying TikTok, and then a completely unexpected plot twist from RedNote themselves. Now before I dive into all this drama, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I want this community to grow, I want to know who my people are, and I want to be able to hear from you guys and read your comments. Now let's begin. As we all know, the US government has had a TikTok ban looming over us all of this time, unless ByteDance, TikTok's parent company in China, sold their US operations to the US. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, so now on January 19th, TikTok's gonna be gone forever.
Goodbye, grill. Goodbye, pot. Goodbye, pan. So long, fry fat. Goodbye, grease stain. Goodbye, frozen patty number 1. Goodbye, frozen patty number 2.
Initially, we thought that TikTok would stay on our phone a couple months after the ban, and then as more updates came out, we're not able to update it, so it would just die out. Turns out that's not the case, and TikTok's going to be immediately removed on January 19th, which leaves us with the question, what's going to happen to all these displaced TikTokers, also called TikTok refugees? Well, all these TikTokers have fled to an app called RedNote, which I believe in Chinese is pronounced Xiaohongshu, and for Americans, it seemed like this app popped out of nowhere, but it's now the #1 app on the App Store. Now, before I dive deeper into RedNote, I just want to say I am so proud of my generation, Gen Z, because we are not taking any shit from the government.
It's never too early to learn that the government is a greedy piglet that suckles on a taxpayer's teat until they have sore, chapped nipples.
The US government claims they're getting rid of TikTok to protect us so that the Chinese government doesn't steal our data, but between you, me, and literally every other US citizen, we don't give a shit. The majority of us already believe the US government steals our data anyway, and we got more important things to worry about, like we can't even afford groceries. The last thing any of us really care about is if China knows about our search history on TikTok. Gen Z, good job giving middle fingers to the government. But anyways, back to RedNote, our topic of today's video. If you have not heard of RedNote, it's like if Instagram and Pinterest had a love child in Beijing, but you get to add TikTok's video flair to it. And even though us English speakers have a hard time navigating the app because it's all written in Mandarin, we somehow managed to make it the #1 app in the App Store in like less than a week. And it really seemed to pop out of nowhere. However, RedNote's been like this little Chinese secret for all things lifestyle. It's basically their version of TikTok. But now Americans are flooding the app like it's the last lifeboat on the Titanic. They're posting things like, help, I'm a TikTok refugee, or hey, can you tutor me in Mandarin? And it's honestly a really cool cultural exchange that 1, I never saw coming, and 2, I never thought I needed until I actually got it. And with the influx of American TikTok users joining the platform, RedNote went ahead and even changed the layout just for us to make it seem more similar to TikTok. And I'm really enjoying it so far. I have no idea what the terms and agreements were because they're all in Mandarin, so I might have just sold my soul to the devil, but who cares? Now for me personally, I love learning about new cultures and I love seeing things that I'm unfamiliar with. I've been seeing recipes for food that I've never seen before that I'm definitely gonna try. I've been seeing new trends. I've been seeing new technology. It's crazy. But of course, we couldn't leave TikTok without saying goodbye. Many Americans are bidding farewell to their Chinese spies, and even the Chinese spies are responding.
Hello guys, this is your Chinese spy speaking. I want to post this video before it's too late. I guess we are not going to see each other again in the future. That's why I have something to say. It is a great honor to spy on you for the last few years. I wish you all have a great life in the future. Now is something personal. Laura from California, you shouldn't drink that much Coca-Cola. It is bad for your health. And also Peter from New York, your mama loves you. You shouldn't treat her like that, okay?
It kind of feels like we're all part of this giant satirical spy movie and we're all just trying to post our way to freedom. All of this being said, RedNote is a lot more strict in its censorship. You're always basically one typo away from your account getting flagged or your content getting removed. Now, it's pretty obvious the difference in censorship comes from 2 things. 1, we're completely different cultures, and 2, our governments are set up so differently. Basically, anything that doesn't fall in line with the Chinese government or Chinese frameworks will be removed from the platform. Some users have also noted that there's heavy censorship around like LGBTQ stuff. For example, if you mention any kind of identity or trans identity, your content will probably be removed. Oh, well, wait, something else I just thought about is what's going to happen to all of our data from TikTok? Is that just going to go into like the internet ether, or is that going to follow us over to RedNote? Oh, and one other thing I totally forgot about. Sorry, y'all, my ADHD is going through the roof right now. But MrBeast tweeted out saying, okay, fine, I'll buy TikTok so it doesn't get banned. And do y'all think he's serious, or do you think it's like another day in the life of an internet philanthropist? But for real, imagine MrBeast owning TikTok. Do you think it would be like, whoever danced the longest on live will win this private plane? Or do you think it'd be more philanthropic? I mean, I know MrBeast helps a lot of people. Maybe he'll do like challenges for scholarships or challenges for charity. And honestly, I can't tell if he's serious or if he's just trying to play into the clout game, but he did post this video.
I just got out of a meeting with a bunch of billionaires TikTok, we mean business. This is my lawyer right here. We have an offer ready for you. We want to buy the platform. America deserves TikTok. Give me a seat at the table. Let me save this platform, TikTok.
And honestly, if MrBeast does buy it, it would be kind of like a whole new era for social media. It would be his brand combined with a TikTok brand, and we've never had a platform that so many people use actually be taken away from us. But if you didn't know, the conversations around RedNote, they're not all good. Like, we have a pretty big plot twist. RedNote, seeing the massive influx of foreign IPs, that means people not from China integrating into the app, have decided to kind of shake things up. Allegedly, they're discussing two options. The first option being ban foreign IPs altogether so that only the Chinese community can use it. And the second option is they're considering separating the IPs so the Chinese and Americans do not interact. It's almost like they're saying, hey Americans, thanks for joining us for a little bit, but we're gonna keep this party in China.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Please, these people love me, man. Come on out here. Get off the stage. Are you crazy, man? I'm a star. I'm a god to these people. Come check this out.
And if they do this, it's pretty obvious they're just trying to manage the chaos of international users who are not familiar with the app's norms or the language. So what does that mean for TikTok refugees? Well, one, you could smuggle yourself into the digital world by using a VPN, which makes it look like you're using it from a different country, not America. Or the other solution is you find another platform, which America will probably try to censor us from as well. Now, navigating RedNote has been quite an adventure. The interface is kind of like a puzzle, but with the help of the Chinese community, the language barrier is not that much of an issue, and it seems almost like a cultural bridge. That being said, the potential for an IP ban would make the experience exclusive again, leaving us users back to square one, or we'll have to explore different digital shores. So the question I was going to ask you guys to respond to in the comments was, where does this leave us now? But I think I can answer that myself. We're totally in uncharted territory with social media. Like, we have never had this opportunity where an app that lets so many people from different cultures, different backgrounds actually give their free expression, one that doesn't really censor us much, get banned. And the situation's really crazy if you think about it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the US government is claiming they're doing this to protect us, but that's not how we feel as American citizens. Most of us feel like the government is censoring us, taking away our free speech, and just stopping us from talking altogether. And to be honest, this shows us how fluid and unpredictable the digital world can be, and to think that it all comes from these smartphones is crazy. And so when the US government comes in and tries to play Big Brother, it's kind of like a slap in the face. Like, you're really going to try and take away an app that I willfully used and willfully signed up for, which is on my phone that I paid for, which is connected to the internet that I also pay for. It's also really frustrating because on TikTok, I heard so many opinions and learned so many things about people from around the world. I've met so many new people through TikTok. It was like a place where everyone could really express themselves. But that's also why I made this YouTube channel. Like, yes, I'm going to share my opinion, and that's great, and that's awesome, but I also want to hear from you guys. I want to know what your opinions are on these topics. I want to build a community where we can talk to each other, and I think it would even be super cool to do some video conversations, record them, post them on YouTube. But yeah, if you enjoyed this wild ride through RedNote, then give the video a like. Please subscribe to the channel. I want to know who you are. And let me know in the comments, are you a TikTok refugee? Do you think MrBeast will buy TikTok? And what do you think of RedNote's potential IP bans? Until next time, like me, I'm sure you're going to continue giving your data to Chinese companies while we laugh and watch the government try to play whack-a-mole with all of them. And you might want to get your VPN ready. See y'all in the next video. Peace out.